Let us see the next heading. As we have studied in the last part, as if we increase the number of turns, number of circular loop to n times, then magnetic field at the center will also be increased to n times. So how to arrange the n loops? So n loops are arranged by this modification. This is named as solenoid. So magnetic field produced by a solenoid. This is our next heading. Magnetic field produced by a solenoid. So what is solenoid? The solenoid is when a copper wire with a resistive coating, means this is a copper wire which having the coating. A copper wire with a resistive coating is wound in chain of loops. It is called solenoid. I will once again repeat the definition. So here the one coated copper wire is converted into a spring type shape, that is helical type shape, that is spring form. So copper wire is arranged into spring form, that is called as solenoid. This is the definition of solenoid. When copper wire with resistive coating is wound in chain of loops, it is called solenoid. So this is the diagram. Actually this spring type structure is a solenoid. Its ends are connected to connecting wires, and these are connected to battery and key. As you know, key is used to make the circuit and break the circuit. This is a battery which supplies the electricity, and here electricity will create the magnetic field. That is the magnetic effect of electric current, or it is also said as electromagnetism. So whenever the current flows through this conductor, through this copper wire, then around the current carrying conductor there is existence of magnetic field. We have studied at the center of each loop the magnetic field is produced due to all points of the conductor. As we arrange such a number of circular loop parallel to each other by a helical shape, by the spring type form, so what happens? At the center we are getting very strong magnetic field. Inside this solenoid we are getting the magnetic lines almost parallel, and this is exactly similar to a bar magnet, because inside the bar magnet also the magnetic lines are parallel to each other, that represent uniform magnetic field. And outside the bar magnet or outside this solenoid, further the magnetic lines are curved one that start from the north pole and ends toward the south pole. So see here in the diagram, from the north pole the magnetic lines are emerge out, and at the south pole these magnetic lines are entering. So these are the magnetic lines of force, and this is the solenoid spring type structure. Let us dictate the same. Here the question is asked on the solenoid like this. Solenoid is exactly working like a bar magnet. So explain. Solenoid behaves like a bar magnet. So explanation of solenoid. One of open end of solenoid acts as north pole and other as south pole. So one end of solenoid acts as north pole and other end of solenoid acts as south pole. Magnetic lines of force inside solenoid are parallel to each other. Magnetic lines inside the solenoid are parallel to each other. When current is passed, these magnetic lines produced are similar to that of bar magnet. Here whatever the magnetic lines which are produced inside this solenoid, that are similar to the bar magnet. The magnetic field within solenoid are parallel. These magnetic lines inside the solenoid are parallel, which shows uniform magnetic field. So inside the solenoid, as the magnetic lines are parallel, so which shows uniform magnetic field. Thus the solenoid has all the same properties of the magnetic field as produced by bar magnet. Hence, the solenoid has all the properties of the magnetic field as produced by the bar magnet. Hence, we can say that the solenoid behaves like a bar magnet. See the next heading. As we understood that around the current carrying conductor there is existence of magnetic field. Now we know in between the north pole there is a repulsion, and in between the south and north pole of a magnet there is attraction. So if inside the whenever the current carrying conductor produces the magnetic field around it, and if such current carrying conductor is brought nearer to the external magnetic field, then what happens? So it experiences either the attractive force or repulsive force. I will once again repeat the sentence. As you know, the magnetic forces between north pole is repulsion, and between south and north pole there is a attraction. So as current carrying conductor produces a magnetic field, such current carrying conductor if brought nearer to the external magnetic field, then it may be either attracted or repelled. So see the concept based on this, that is the force acting on current carrying conductor placed in magnetic field. Now current carrying conductor produces its own magnetic field. This current carrying conductor, when you are placed in external magnetic field, then what will happen? This current carrying conductor experiences a force, either attractive or repulsive, and hence the force is acting on that current carrying conductor. So this we are going to study by means of this activity, that is the force acting on current carrying conductor placed in magnetic field, how it experiences a force in a magnetic field. When current flows through a wire, the direction of force on the wire is perpendicular to both magnetic field and the direction of current. So it is found that whenever the force acting on current carrying conductor, current carrying wire, that force is perpendicular to the magnetic field and also perpendicular to the direction of current. Let us see how this force is perpendicular. So here is one simple circuit. This is a conductor which is fixed by this stand. So this stand holds one conductor. The ends of the conductor are connected by connecting wires to battery and key. So this is your simple circuit of conductor, battery, key, and that conductor is fixed to one stand. This is another stand which hold a U-shaped magnet. This is another stand which holds U-shaped magnet. So it having the two poles, that is north and south. So this is U-shaped bar magnet which is fixed to one stand. Now conductor is arranged in between this U-shaped magnet as shown in figure. This conductor is arranged in between these two poles of the U-shaped magnet as shown in figure. Now when circuit is switched on, then current flows through the conductor. Whenever current flows through the conductor, then the current direction will be from top to bottom. Whenever current direction is top to bottom, the magnetic line's direction here due to external field is from north to south. So around current carrying conductor, the magnetic field is produced. Also the magnetic field exists due to this U-shaped magnet. Hence this current carrying conductor experiences force. This force experienced by the conductor is in one direction. If we change the polarity of the battery, then we observe that the direction of current in this conductor reverses. As the direction of current in the conductor reverses, its deflection is also reverses. For example, in earlier case, if the conductor is moved in suppose right hand direction, in the next case on reversing the polarity of the battery, it will experiences a force toward the left. If no current flows through the conductor, then this conductor will not experiences any force. If no current flowing through the conductor means when key is removed, then this conductor will not experience any sort of the force. That is shown in this diagram. In diagram A, if current is 0, then the conductor remains at rest. Here in a circle, we have shown some cross sign. That cross signs shows the direction of magnetic fields. So that shows the inside the plane. Inside the plane means inside this screen. That is from north to south, means inside the screen. So this is the direction of magnetic lines. It is denoted by cross sign. Cross sign means inside and dot shows outside. So these are not by the dot, these are by the cross sign. Whenever the current flows from bottom to top, then the conductor experiences a force toward the left. When current flows from bottom to top, then conductor experiences a force toward the left. And when the current flows from top to bottom, then conductor experiences force toward the right. So this is the activity. Now what is the relation between this direction of force, direction of current and direction of this external magnetic field? That is given by one rule that is called as Fleming's left hand rule. So what is Fleming's left hand rule? By means of this Fleming's left hand rule, we can get the direction of the force acting on the conductor carrying the current placed in magnetic field. I will read this word again and again. Fleming's left hand rule gives the direction of force acting on the current carrying conductor placed in magnetic field. When current carrying conductor placed in magnetic field, it experiences a force, and the direction of force acting on current carrying conductor placed in magnetic field is given by Fleming's left hand rule. So what is according to this rule? The left hand thumb, index finger means first finger and middle finger are stretched. According to this rule, the left hand thumb, index finger and middle finger are stretched so as to be perpendicular to each other. So as to be perpendicular to each other means like X, Y, Z direction as shown in the diagram. This is a index finger, this is a middle finger and this is a thumb. These are stretched such that they are mutually perpendicular to each other. If index finger is the direction of magnetic field, if index finger points the direction of magnetic field and the middle finger points the direction of current, if middle finger shows the direction of current, then the direction of thumb is the direction of force on conductor. So this stretched thumb gives the direction of force on the conductor. So this is according to Fleming's left hand rule. So we can apply this in your previous slide also. So here the direction of current is downward. So hold your central finger, middle finger in downward direction, and your first finger is inside the screen. Your first finger is toward the screen. First finger is toward the screen and the central finger is downward direction. Then see the stretched thumb. The stretched thumb is toward the right. So you will get this C-type structure. Current direction is downward, field direction is inside, then the force is toward the right. If we change the polarity like this, here is a positive terminal and here is a negative terminal, then conductor experience